Greetings, Route 66 history fans. This video takes a look at two abandoned motels, commonly identified as being in Gray Summit, Missouri, although they technically reside in Villa Ridge. Keep in mind that while I have appreciation and interest in Route 66 lore, artifacts, and history, I am by no means any kind of well-versed authority on the subject, and just contribute to the continuing documentation whenever I can in videos like this on occasion. First, we will see what remains of the Gardenway Inn, which was named for and built at the western terminus of the Henry Shaw Gardenway, which is a topic for a whole other video. Originally built in 1945 and eventually expanded to 41 rooms by a Mr. Louis Eckelkamp, it closed unexpectedly in 2014 without official reasons given. This massive yellow signage spelling out the name of the place was added in the late 1960s to help advertise the accommodations up on the hill to travelers down on the newly built I-44 that bypassed and took traffic off Route 66. It appears at some point the back row of rooms were converted into storage units, probably to help make ends meet as the number of guests slowly dwindled over the years, which have now also been abandoned and are no longer used. While there is a massive fence seen here on this side, I found open access on the other side, which will allow a better look at them in a minute. This motel and the Old Diamonds Motel, also shown in this film, seem to have some connection in ownership and history, although the details of that relationship are unclear. For context, this footage was shot in April of 2020, right between the November 2019 removal of the neon sign mounted on this stone pillar and the removal of the giant yellow letters in October 2021, both to be preserved for future display in other Route 66 locations. A staging of heavy equipment reported near the site in October 21 indicated the building was subject to imminent erasure, but imagery I found from December 2021 shows the letterless building was still there, without a yellow machine in sight. I have not been by to see things for myself in about a year. So now we're going to sneak around to the back of the motel, pausing a moment to see if the coast is clear. I found it a little creepy being back here, so I didn't muck around very long. You can see almost every one of these storage units has been busted open and rifled through, probably by thieves and druggies, or possibly raided by some enforcement agency. Your guess is as good as mine. Notice the old Best Western sign stashed back here as well, which probably had some role in the rebranding efforts of the demised Diamonds Motel on the other side of the road. So let's get out of here and go look at the other place now. I found even less information on this place, as most of it relates to the Diamonds restaurant that stood next to it from 1972 until 1995. The story of the Diamonds restaurant is also worthy of its own video, Consult your local Route 66 historian for more information. This place is a time capsule from the late 60s or early 70s, at least on the outside, and I really enjoyed filming here. Most of the rooms I walked by had the curtains drawn, so I only managed to get a couple shots of the interior. Some parts of the building did have significant damage, but most of it was perfectly intact. I'm sure it looks worse now. That's about all I have for useful things to say, so I'll wrap this up and let the ambiance come through as we look around. Things coming up to look for include the leaky, moldy lobby, the half-removed signage from the last branded franchise attempted here, a cleaner peek into a still-furnished room, as well as a storage room, the obligatory shot of the door to room 237, and eventually finishing with a couple shots of a long-defunct mini golf course adjacent to the property. Thank you for watching.